How's it going, everyone? It's Nathan from Nathan's DIY Garage, and today we're having a problem with the oil catch can. So I started doing these catch cans instead of CCV, and they work great. The other cars are working fine on. This car has a little problem, and at Oreilley's I ended up getting this. This is a little elbow. It goes from 1 inch down to 1/2 inch, and it has a PCV valve. I didn't really want a PCV valve, but they didn't have anything else here that could do the adaptation from the 1 inch, and then it goes down to the 1/2 inch, and this goes in here like that and connects up to it. Then that goes to the can. The other side of the can goes to vacuum, and it pulls vacuum off the crankcase. So this X5's been running for not even one whole day, and I started noticing a few things. I noticed a little bit of oil over here under the car, and I'm like, damn, it's a lot of oil, right? It's over here at the back, and I pull the car out, pull it back in. There's like a blob there, and if you look on the back of it, there's oil all over the back of the car. There's oil, you can see it speckled coming out of the pipes. You can see under here is oil all over the bottom of this car, and it's all the way back here on the transfer case. I mean, it's just dripping off of everything. I don't know how good you guys can see it. All the way back to the very back bumper. It's on the inside of the wheels and everything. And kind of find out, even after less than 24 hours of use, this PCV valve, which was pretty expensive, it was like $7 from Oreilley's, the valve stuck. So when I pulled it off of here and had the car running, there's no vacuum at all. So the crankcase is building that pressure. So now when I checked the oil, it wasn't on the dipstick. And I had about 3 quarts in this 5-quart jug. I put all that in there. It still wasn't touching the dipstick. Put these other 2 quarts in. Now it's just showing about a 1/2 quart low on the dipstick. That's how much it used in one day. So luckily we caught it. Just a few more miles of driving, it had been done. It had been locked up. You can see it's seeping around the valve cover. So I guess the question is, where is all the oil leaking from underneath? And did we get lucky? Did it blow just the oil ring and the dipstick? You know, is it on the crankshaft sensor? Is it leaking out of the head gasket? We don't really know. It looks like it's on top of the bell housing. So I guess what we're going to have to do is just fill it up, and we've already filled it up, and see what the hell's going on here. But even before we drive it again, I'm going to take this guy. And I just need a straight adapter really, but we don't have that. I'm going to take a drill. I'm going to drill the whole center of this out and just make it straight through, so it has direct vacuum on the crankcase. That's what we really need. Okay, she's been running for 15 minutes. Took her for a pretty good drive. Came back. I don't notice any more leaks. That's the plug that goes over the skid plate to take your drain plug out. When I took it out, of course it has some oil pulled up, which is what you see there. It fell down. I haven't seen it drip at all anymore whatsoever. I did take this guy here, and we did go ahead and drill him out like so. So he's got direct air, and it seems to be sucking really good now. It runs good. I don't see no more drips. Maybe we got lucky, guys, but it's still pretty risky. Okay, guys, so we're looking all right. This is from before. I think the only thing we're got now is a little bit there. But you have to remember something. That whole cross member, the whole skid plate, even the bars, the frame bars are full of oil. So we've already driven it, already checked it once. It was okay. We drove it another 30-40 minutes now, and I'll turn off, check it again, but it looks like we're gonna be okay. If I see any more oil dripping out of it, I'm gonna go ahead and do the oil dipstick tube. Looks like we should be okay with it right now. Definitely a very close call, almost fatal call for this engine. I guess the moral of the story is today, watch what you buy from Oreilley's or even AutoZone, because it's probably cheap junk.